Checking in at Port of Spain, or what we usually call Piarco Airport. Put on tags and so on. It's the 3rd of April. It's early in the morning. Adita and Anjani decided that they are leaving early morning, and this is both of us now. We left around 3:30, and this is the car that we rented in Miami. And I couldn't take out everything, so this is the first night where we stayed at Red Roof Plus in Miami. We're having breakfast at the airport, at the hotel rather. And of course we're getting ready to hit the road. We'll spend the next night in Georgia perhaps. We'll be making several stops on the way. We'll be taking 9 days to reach New York. Normally people do it in 1 and 2, but we're giving ourselves 9 days because we have these extra days, and of course we are using them to relax ourselves. A long, well-deserved vacation. This is my sister's first visit to the United States. We are heading up to New York to attend a series of shows in America Academy of Dramatic Arts, and of course my daughter's graduation. She's getting a degree in acting, and that will take place in Broadway in Times Square. So it's a long journey. We have done longer than this. We have driven from Miami to San Francisco already. That's Florida to California, and I did it like in 4 days. I will not be ever doing that in 4 days again. I'll give myself at least 10 days to do that. So we are making stops on the way, and I think that's a Panda Express at the background there. I'm not sure. So I like stopping and doing vlogging, but I can't capture every single moment. Some of the most awesome time we had, I don't want to spend it with a camera in my hand. So whenever I get the opportunity to film, I take full advantage. So this is the I-95, and we are heading to Georgia.
Hello everybody.
I think we'll be staying Kingsway in Georgia. There is a hotel there that we stay every single time that we visit, and we are hoping to stay the same place. That's where all the ducklings are in the water.
Boulevard.
It's a nice hotel in a very peaceful area, and lots of food outlets and so on. So we'll be on the road for 1 month, and it's a lot of driving. Vikash will be joining us. My son will be joining us within the next 17 days. in New York. Everyone is looking so forward of this.
Well, we have to pass on the East Coast to go to
So
New York.
trips like these have its ups and downs as well. And of course, we would not want to highlight the downs part of the trip,
On the I-95.
but you have lots of things that can go wrong,
Miles again
and
on the I-95.
sometimes
We're very, very close to Jacksonville.
a card might stop working,
in New York.
and that's something serious on a trip like this.
We'll link up back with the 95
Sometimes
but we
you estimate
so we're going to the
hotels to be a certain price, and when you reach there, it's a different price,
extension.
and it could cause a little inconvenience to find, especially if it's nighttime,
Going
to
to
find
the I-295.
like hotels
So we have about 3
just
hours.
to overnight,
We'll link up
shower and so on,
after the 95
and move next morning. Sometimes you can spend
There was a big
up
accident,
to 1,000 TT
on the
just to stop and take a sleep and shower and move next morning. So it's very costly, but it's one of the most convenient ways. And on the I-95 there are lots of exits. You don't have to come off much of the I-95. You just stop within 5 minutes, and there are lots of lodging available. Food as well. Some of the exits are really extravagant and some are just basic. So we are driving a
Take exit 333.
Chrysler
on right. To State
Voyager.
Road 9B North. Then keep right.
and it's a 7-seater because 6 of us will be returning back, and
a couple of you all who
from New York back to Miami.
GPS,
So we'll be road tripping,
you know that voice, that's a Garmin we have
but
since 2039.
we will be
Right
coming
onto
back
State Road
faster than
9B
the time we take going, so we can
Stay to the
spend
right.
our last 2 to 3 days in
That's, way
Orlando.
down there too, so-
Otherwise, if we slow down on the road, we will just have to go straight to the airport, and we want to spend at least 2 to 3 days in Orlando, and where the lodging is a little more reasonable too. So I don't want to put on music in the videos for copyright issues, so that's why I'm narrating while
Continue 3.7
the video is
miles.
running.
Then keep right on Highway 9B North.
Okay, so
In 6.3 kilometers.
I work with karaoke music as well, but
I-295 north.
it works out okay, but that's for singers like people like me and who want to listen, who want to sing along and thing. But
look of Jacksonville.
the crowd I'm with, they have no problem with the music, but the singing thing is my thing, and I wouldn't want to bore them with the type of music that I sing. That's for my personal entertainment, and that's oldies, of course.
Nice old Tom.
So maybe 1 or 2 on the way, but I think they might prefer to talk and maybe see places, and so the musical part of it, well, we work with lots of other music, and we will be playing
Okay, well, I can't follow away.
music on the road, but sometimes when the road gets busy, you want to you enjoy the silence sometimes, because it's a lot of concentration. Sometimes you have people, motorists moving at 70-75 miles per hour, all at once. Like you have cars both sides, front, back, so you don't want to have any errors while driving. So sometimes the music could, if it's too loud, you can't get carried away with anything. You have to have a full concentration on the roads, especially when we are not accustomed driving on the right side of the road there. We have to always be mindful. Every time you pull off a shopping center or something, you have to always remember stay on the right side of the road. The amount of years I'm doing this, I don't really have much problem staying on the right. Sometimes I do miss exits, or I do miss roads where we're supposed to turn in, but I don't get excited and make a sudden turn because I don't want to cause an accident, or I don't want to be a victim of an accident as well. So I just pass it calmly. Everybody shouting inside there, and I think I can't make it. I will have to mash a sudden brakes, and the person at the back might get confused. So I just pass it, and sometimes it take me 10 minutes, 15 minutes to come back, because who accustomed driving in the US will tell you that you have to sometimes make some good wrongs to come back on track. So it do happen a couple of times for the month, but nothing to talk about. So we're approaching a real nice bridge there, and we are still in Florida. Of course, as you can see, this place is amazing. The roadways and all the infrastructures, everything is well organized. So the speed limit on this highway is approximately 70 miles per hour, not kilometers, miles per hour. Sometimes we cross it a little according to how the traffic is, but it's not advisable because you have lots of speed traps in Florida and other states as well. If there is a vehicle on the shoulder like this one here, we're supposed to change the lane. Like you say, I change the lane and I'm going back on the next lane now. And when people merging out like that one there, you change back lanes again so they can merge out. A lot of people do not, but it's advisable. If it's safe to switch lanes so that they can merge in into the highway. So all these things prevent accidents. Natasha is filming. I was planning to walk with my dash cam, but I don't want to walk with too many things, so I decided not. Otherwise I would have had all road footage. Normally I walk with my dash cam, and I buy about 3 SD cards, and I will just switch them well, sometimes according to the memory, the SD card might do a good few days, but you don't have to film all the time, you know. If the ride is long and boring, you don't really want to film 100 miles of the road looking the same. So there will be some editing maybe, but on this trip I would not be filming the entire, all the stops I would not be filming the entire drive. So only when I feel like filming I will ask Natasha to take the phone and film a little. But I really enjoy vlogging and I have to get some good equipment so that my vlogging could be more professional. Those dogs are making lots of noise outside while I'm narrating.